Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So, other maintenance has passed, meaning I have another maintenance update video for you guys today. So, kick back, relax, and assuming SEGA doesn't bury any more information in past information or past articles, I'll let you know everything you need to know when you're logging into the game today. Either way, let's go ahead and get started. So if this is the first video of these you've ever watched, you're probably asking yourself, why should I listen to you reading this information when I can read it myself? You're absolutely right. Head over to ngs.ps2.com or pso2.com/players, and everything important has a little red dot here. Or if you're watching this video, you can just scroll down to the video description. Everything that's going to be important will be linked in the video description as well. All I ask is that you toss a like on the video. It helps out. Maybe toss a comment as well. Let's get started. We're going to go with the usual server maintenance announcement. Now, if there's anything to go with like patch update notes or anything along those lines, usually it's going to be included in here. As you can see, nothing really to include here. Not a lot changed in this situation. It's more just things releasing. So if there's anything that's important you need to know about, it's going to be included right here. This is just the usual maintenance downtime. We increase timers, applications for ship transfers, characters will be ship transferred, so on and so forth. Moving on to the update information. Starting out today, Great Rappy suppression trial will occur until 8/6 in Alter Realm Exploration, Interception Sectors, Altered Investigation, Central Desert Area. Well, basically what this means is going to be a new trial that's going to pop up with the Great Rappy. You have the chance to get your Join Dias and Prog Relevance to upgrade your armor to the Prog Armor. Now, it means you don't have to worry about spamming the really boring LTQ. I'm not sure how quickly this is going to get you your Prog Relevances to get your armor upgraded, but hopefully this will be a nice alternative to doing that process. We did mention that, hey, you're not the biggest fan of spamming LTQ, just wait. There's going to be another way of getting a hold of these. And as we assumed there would be, yes, it's popped up. These are also going to include the beta reactors. Their alpha reactors are going to turn into beta reactors. So hopefully they're going to drop more Meseta. We'll have to see how much more that actually is. So this might be a pretty solid Meseta farm if you need to go ahead and build up your Meseta stocks while you're trying to get some Join Dias, while you're trying to also get your Prog Relevance armors, as well as get the Jovolgs that you can build up for the upgrade that's going to be coming in the later part of the month. And of course, new limited tasks and all that good stuff too. Plus you can get the other limited tasks done that you might have missed if you weren't a part of when this first released. We also have the AC support select scratch. Now, as always, if you are someone who hasn't picked up your Roddies, this is the time you usually want to do so. It's also a good idea to go ahead and pick up a few for future upgrades. If you happen to have extra Meseta that you have lying around, you always purchase these while they're, I call them in season or on banner. Essentially, never purchase them off season or off banner because they usually are way more expensive, and they do tend to come back pretty consistently right after a new weapon gets announced or right after a new weapon is coming out. And as we have a new weapon on the horizon and we've had new weapons releasing, it's about time these come back around. So definitely pick these up at that time. And that's it for right now. The rest is coming a little bit later in the month. I have the usual PSO2 day on the horizon, so keep in mind that PSO2 day is coming up. It's gonna be a good time to farm. I'm not 100% sure how much this is going to affect like the Alter Realm situation with the Join Dias and the Prog Relevances, but the usual farms are going to be very helpful. Of course, we have extra SG, we have tons of boosts, so it's definitely worth taking the time to go ahead and gather up the extra bonuses if you're going to be online farming. If there's any time to farm, it's going to be on PSO2 day. And they just have a quick little Super Fantasy Festival countdown campaign. Each day you're going to get 5 NX cubes and a Rappy Fritter. Rappy Fritters are 24-hour buffs, pretty nice. Granted, they do go consistently even if you're not logged in, but it is still 24-hour buff. So, and you get one each day. I think this is going from the 29th all the way until the till the 5th. So pretty solid stuff. We'll take it. And that's pretty much it for everything you need to know outside of game. We're gonna go ahead and log in really quick and make sure there's nothing that we missed when we get in game. All right, logging in, and this lets you guys know how much I pay attention to a lot of the bonuses. I just looked down and saw, oh, these are now beta reactors. Have these always been beta reactors? Did they change these to beta reactors recently? No idea. I just pay very little attention whenever I log in. So either way, we get, of course, our free SG scratch as you usually get. cool. I think that's like literally the exact same thing I got yesterday, actually. Taking a look at our rewards, campaign rewards, official creator stuff. Don't worry about that. So we have, of course, our 5x cubes, the Rappy fritters. This is like, oh, it's just NX cubes. These stack up. You want to make sure you get these. They're actually very useful. So I would highly recommend paying attention to getting as many free versions of them as you can, so you don't have to go out of your way to get any extra. Especially if you're not someone who farms every single day or is always grinding away. It's actually very, very useful. Now, this is something I can't say I'm going to do every single update, but since it is something I can probably find out fairly quick, hopefully it doesn't take too long, but I'm going to go ahead and see if I can run these trials and see if we can find us a Rappy trial in a decent amount of time. And if I can give you guys an update on exactly how many of those we are the prog relevances or whatever they're called, how many we actually get for a drop. So give me just a few minutes here and we'll see if we get one of these to pop, and I'll let you guys know how many drops I'm getting. Yep, there's a spawn. Hopefully I make it over to it quickly enough, and we'll see exactly how many drops we get. All right, it's taken down. It looks like we got 2 prog relevances just from a single one. So it might still be a 1 to 3 situation. Let me go ahead and possibly see if I can get one more to pop here really quick. And if we can, I can get a good idea. But my guess is probably gonna be a 1 to 3 situation. And hopefully these spawn fairly quickly. I've only been here for like maybe 2-3 minutes. And we got one to pop, but I'm not sure how often these actually are supposed to spawn. All right, so it took a while for them to spawn again. Good news though, it seems, as long as you are in the area, you don't really miss the actual trial for this Rappy. So it's not a real big deal if you're not able to get to him immediately. It seems like spreading out might be the ultimate play with dealing with these trials consistently. But it could have also just been timing wise, like, yeah, we're about to get boss spawn. And again, we got 2 prog relevances, 6 prog grinders. I don't see, actually I'm looking for one last thing. 1 beta reactor. So we got a single beta reactor on spawn. It might be RNG on how often that Rappy does spawn, but I will probably be doing more testing on stream today whenever we go live later on. We usually go live at 12 p.m. EST. So we'll do a bit of testing then and see how many we actually get and how much we can actually get grinding. But it's going to take a little longer to do some proper testing. It's possible that, you know, with enough RDR, you get quite a few of these. But I mean, with 2 spawning for just random kills, my guess is going to be one of those 1 to 3 situations. Probably 3 if you have buffs, as low as 1 if you don't. So, and as long as it's taking for them to spawn, unfortunately, I don't know that this is going to be a faster farm than the original one, unless you just get super crazy lucky with a ton of Rappy spawns back to back. So I hate to say it, but this might be a little slower. Oh, you know, I spoke too soon. There is a second great Rappy spawn right here. So it looks like you can get pretty lucky with the Rappy spawns at the very least. But it is one of those situations where I guess you just need to get lucky. I know we personally got a single Rappy spawn, then the boss kind of popped up fairly quickly. So it might just be a situation where these do spawn pretty often or pretty quickly, and I just was unlucky earlier on. But I did go, I want to say, a good solid maybe 6 minutes or so without getting a single one, and then we just happened to get one to spawn. Again, 2 prog relevances, 6 prog grinders. We got an add preset skill bonus that time, and let's see if we get any more than a single beta reactor. It does not look like it. Looks like a single beta reactor is all we got. And again, good news is even if we aren't there for the trials, it looks like it is actually giving us the rewards for them, which you guys are probably like, oh, Shrimmer, we already knew that. It's something that's existed for a while since this came out. Now, well, unfortunately, I haven't been able to run this, or I wasn't able to run this when it actually first came out, since my installation of PSO2 ran absolutely horribly after the maintenance. It looks like it's running perfectly fine for right now, knock on wood. Let's hope that sticks around. Then you can also tell what, you know, what spawns. In this case, it is the Grand Miser and the Greg Heel, whatever the heck it's called. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get these enemies. Oh, well, knock out this this boss invasion enemy really quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this update video. All right, after that little detour, so we do have some campaigns that have popped up for, it looks like, suppressions of great Rappies. I'm not sure if there was one for a single one. There might have been for like a single one, And it would have given like a silver or something along those lines. But we do have one for 5, 10, 15, and 20. It looks like it's going to be giving us silver, a beta reactor, which seems kind of low considering you just get a beta reactor for killing one anyway. But it is what it is. Another silver ticket and a gold ticket. So it looks like these are going to be available to us as well. I don't see anything weird with the dailies, but dailies also have not reset just yet. So we'll have to keep an eye out for those when those do actually reset. And then of course our gold tickets, wish they would give us more of these, but they do like to be a bit stingy with the gold tickets themselves. As far as the drops, they weren't too terribly bad. Like I said, there was 2 pog relevances each time we killed one of the great rappies, and we had 2 of them spawn fairly quickly back to back. So it just depends on how lucky you are in the room that you might be in. From what I understand, as far as farming the Altar Realm rooms, it's usually best for people to go out and kill as many enemies as possible to bring down the boss's HP fairly quickly, as well as trials whenever they spawn. If you're nearby, just take out that trial itself. Apparently, no matter what the situation is, you don't really need to pivot to go after trials. You do get drops and rewards from the trials themselves, even if you're not in the area when the trial is taken care of. So that's always a bonus. As long as you're in the zone, you're good to go. So it's best that you just farm out what you have. But that is just information that has been provided to me, not information I've tested myself. So take that with a grain of salt and feel free to go after things the way that you choose to. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing else really that we need to be keeping an eye out for. I believe we do have, yeah, the AC support select, so we can take a look at that really quickly here. At 20 pulls, we have the substitute level 2. So this is a guarantee level 3. This is a guarantee level 4. If you're going to be pulling on these, pulling up to 50 is not the worst idea you could have, but it is fairly expensive. So just keep that in mind as far as what you're going to be going for. And of course, we have the Roddies, the Parfaits. Looks like, I'm not sure if these are the double. To be honest, I never look at the rates. Like, I never count on getting what I want from these. I always count on the tickets to cover me, and then if I get lucky, I get lucky, and if you don't, you don't. It's pretty much going to be the situation that you're going for here. So I'm not sure if these are the double parfait rates or if the double parfait rates are going to be for the next ones that they mentioned. So just keep that in mind. But for our Roddy parfaits, like, as always, if you're going to be purchasing any of these, always buy them whenever they're in season or whenever they're on banner. Never purchase them off banner, as they do come around plenty. And I believe that is everything. Let me know if you guys enjoy me going out and kind of testing a couple things out as I can. It does delay when these videos go live, so I want to make sure I have these up as quickly as possible for you guys as you're logging in. But some people are logging in right when the servers go live, and I can only do so much in such a short period of time. Either way, like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep up with more, and always thank you to the channel members. You guys are fantastic, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, my friends. Peace out.